Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a quick tutorial on how to blend colors with these art markers, which are found in the blue cabinets. This is the box they come in, and this is what they look like. Okay, so just in case you don't know, these are your primary colors. Primary colors are colors you cannot make. You need to get them, okay? Secondary colors you make with primary colors. So with red and yellow, you make orange. With yellow and blue, you make green. And with blue and red, you make purple, okay? We also have some other colors in here, like magenta, which is pretty cool. So here's the color wheel. What you want to stay away from is trying to blend two colors that are opposite each other. And those are called complementary colors. So for example, yellow and purple, mix them together, you get like a brown, okay? Orange and blue, mix them together, get a brown. Green and red, mix them together, get a brown. Now, keep in mind, orange next to purple, yellow next to purple, orange next to blue, green next to red look amazing. You just don't want to mix them. Unless, of course, you're trying to make brown. Good mixers always sit next to each other on the color wheel. So, for example, green, yellow, and orange. These colors in the middle that's what you would call like yellow green or yellow orange, okay, right there. Another example, orange, red, and purple mix really nicely together. Purple, blue to green mix nicely. So you want to kind of stay in a neighborhood. You could also go like purple to red, purple to red. That's a little transition too. So I'm going to do a little bit of blending for you with markers. I'm going to start by drawing kind of like a organic-y leaf shape with a Sharpie. And I love Sharpies because they give a really nice crisp outline. And if you go outside of the Sharpie with your marker, you can always come back and make that line thicker with the Sharpie. So I always like to test out the colors before I start blending them. So I'm going to do that over here. Here's the magenta. I'm going to see how that blends with the blue. Kind of make a purple right there, as you might imagine. Cover that right up, actually. You're going to see what happens when I mix. And by the way, these have a fine tip and a broad tip. Broad tip looks a lot bigger. I'm not going to be using that. I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to leave my magenta marker open, and I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to start by doing kind of like a purple edge. Now the best time to blend these markers is when they're wet still, kind of like paint. You know, you can't blend dry paint. So that's why you want to kind of work pretty quickly when you're working with markers. And you want to continually overlap, 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 overlap. Because if you're not overlapping, what you're doing is just placing two colors next to each other that are not blended. So blending is basically another word for overlapping. I'm getting back toward the other edge, so I'm going to put this down and pick up my purple marker again. And as I said before, it's really important to test everything out before you try it, because you might not like it, or it might not work very well. Not all of these colors blend well together. Okay, looks pretty good. I'll zoom in on that for you. There's my blending of a little leaf pattern right there. Another note is this is not regular sort of like printer paper. This is called watercolor paper or multi-purpose paper. It's a little bit thicker than regular paper, and that's good because, as you can see, the markers bleed through, and I also have newspaper underneath so that I don't ruin the table. I think that's about it for marker blending.